By 2030, the government wants all Medicare A and B recipients to be on an ACO plan. So what is it?
An ACO is an accountable care organization, because we all needed another acronym in our life.
Love acronyms.
So an ACO is like the basic fundamental thing we should already have had for years and years, and it's just crazy that we're trying to get this by 2030. So let's say you go to your family doctor, and you have a heart doctor, and you have a rheumatologist.
Mm-hmm.
An accountable care organization is you're all in the same organization, and you all talk and coordinate Rebecca's care.
And look at the drugs.
And yeah, so right now, your doctors don't have any interaction at all.
Right.
So it's like a bare minimum you would think an intelligent country would have. Mm-hmm. So they have to be in one. They have to join. There'll be different sizes of services they offer, different amounts of doctors. And you can go to Medicare or Medicare.gov/ACO. I think that's the website. You can search to find, is your doctor already in an ACO?
I was going to say, so like with my providers, they're all within the Riverview network. So they all see the information when I go in.
Right.
So that's
you're in an ACO. But there might be a bigger ACO.
Right.
If you went to community or if you went to IU. There might be an ACO with a much better report because they score them. Because one of the things is there's different ACO contracts. So they can have an ACO contract where if they can get you healthy and keep you healthier, they get a little profit. They get a little bump.
They probably should.
And there's other ones that are just neutral, and there's other ones that are, hey, if you do a good job, you could get it up, but you can also get it down.
How do you find them?
How do you find an ACO?
Yes.
Well, like I said, you can go to Medicare.gov/ACO, and they'll list the ACOs, let you search for ACOs, let you look at the reporting, the scorecards, how they're graded. But this is more of a behind-the-scenes thing because most of your clients already have a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to tell them to switch doctors, and they're not looking to switch doctors. But they just need to know when they see this in the headlines, because everything's always in the headlines, and ACO doesn't impact Medicare Advantage. That already is a coordinated care, managed care model. This is traditional, your Medicare supplement people, your A and B people, getting that coordination of care, which it should be behind the scenes. They shouldn't.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen. With my own mother-in-law, her health was getting worse. They didn't know what was going on, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this other doctor put her on something and told her to stop taking this, and nobody knew. And, I mean, she was feeling terrible for like 3 months. And it was because one doctor took her off this, and there was no coordination at all.
Right. So this coordination, like I said, should be the bare minimum that we should have. So that is coming. Everybody will be in by 2030 unless they extend it. They like to extend deadlines. But that's coming. So like I said, most people already have a doctor. They don't want to change doctors. So this is more relevant information for your clients when their doctor retires or dies, and they move, and they have to choose a new doctor. That if I'm choosing a new doctor and I'm starting from scratch, I want to do a little research.
Absolutely. No, I think this is a big deal for everybody. Just, I remember when Dad was on a lot of prescriptions.
Nobody talks.
I had to call them to see if he could still take this for that. And
nobody talks.
Yeah, put me in a position of like an authority figure with medication.
Yeah.
Which I'm not.
It's very stressful. So the ACA model, like I said, is basically mirroring what Medicare Advantage is doing. The other thing is the WISER model, where it's the waste, inappropriate use, abuse. WISER is where you're getting prior authorization in 6 states for 2026. And WISER is taking a page from the playbook of Medicare Advantage again. Because if you look, I went deep into the rabbit hole on wound care. So the amount of money spent for artificial skin.
Oh, it's tons of fraud.
It's like 400% more in traditional government Medicare than it is in Medicare Advantage. Now, 400%.
That's incredible.
That smells fraud.
Yeah.
If it was a little bit higher, but 400%. So they did a whole bunch of research, and they found out nobody's watching government Medicare. Nobody watches that. The doctors just, that there's all these pain clinics. They're all in what state? Florida, Texas, and Arizona. They're all in Florida, and that they just write nonstop wound care. So now the WISER model, which is going to have prior authorization in 6 states, Arizona, Ohio, Oklahoma, Texas, and Washington State. Oh, one more. Dang it. I'm missing one. Okay. Well, one more that I'm missing.
I don't know.
But only in those 6 states, they're saying, hey, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And they're taking the same contractors that do prior authorization for Medicare Advantage. So it's like we all thought you have Medicare Advantage or you have Medicare traditional, and it's kind of starting to blend because they found Medicare Advantage is doing a lot of things right.
Yes. That's great.
Is saving money.
They should probably print that.
So, yeah. So the wound care specifically, but it's also
It's huge.
Injections for pain. Pain is a big one. Pain clinics all over Florida.
Absolutely.
So that's something that is only in those 6 states for this year. But of course it'll be successful. And of course
It will spread to more states. Absolutely.
So one of the things, if you are looking for a new doctor, like I said, you would like to see what ACO they're in, how good their ACO is, what their report card is. Another thing you want to look, if you're in one of these 6 states, or as this spreads, is doctors can get a gold card. And the gold card said, hey, when I send in a prior authorization, like 98% of them are approved. So then they just give them a blank check. Like we trust Dr. Rebecca. She doesn't send in this bogus stuff.
Nice. So you've already proven to them that you're...
So that's the doctor I want.
Absolutely.
That's going to be less delays and frustration. I want that doctor. That information is not available to the public yet. So yeah, I can see the ACO information, but I can't see who's got a gold card.
As
the
the
top
doctor.
state.
Do a gold card.
Yeah. So we'll eventually get there. I just want to let you guys know what's going on.
Cool.
It's exciting.
It is. Those are good changes.
Yeah, I think they're good changes.
Changes.
If you learned something, we would appreciate it if you would follow us. That's how we get our enjoyment.
That's how we get paid.
That's how we live. We live by follows, likes, and shares. Thank you for watching.
Good selling, folks. See ya.